Hey, welcome to Made to Multiply. Lady T here. Happy MLK Day. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Around these parts at Made to Multiply, we celebrate the liberation from limitation and the brilliance of both. And we believe that we were made to multiply, and we trust that God has equipped us with all that we need to do exactly that. So, like I said, it is MLK Day, and I hope that you are enjoying or in the midst of your day of service. I want to highlight this message for you on this MLK Day 2026, and that is a message of self-compassion. I know that we are scheduled and have hopefully created a habit of service, not just today, but year round, but especially as we focus on it to celebrate the legacy and the life of this great monumental man whose messages have transcended time. I want to talk about self-compassion because I believe that in order to serve others well, you have to serve yourself. In order to fill the cup of others, there has to be something within your own. And self-compassion is where I want to focus on today. I'm going to share with you a message or a quote about self-compassion from Coretta Scott King, the wife of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was also a civil rights activist and a woman of wisdom and eloquence herself. And then I'm going to share with you what Dr. Martin Luther King said about it, okay? So here's Coretta's message about compassion. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members, a heart of grace, and a soul generated by love. Dr. Martin Luther King says that true compassion is more than flinging a coin to the beggar. It comes to see that an edifice which produces beggars needs restructuring. And so the edifice that I want to talk about today that Dr. Martin Luther King mentions is what I want to identify as the soul that Coretta Scott King mentions in her quote, right? And I'm also going to read a little bit about self-compassion from my book, A Multi-Hyphenated Life, The Brilliance of Both, and go to my first name right there.com for this future New York Times bestseller, right? So here's the thing about compassion, how I arrived here. About a year or so ago, my son's father tragically passed away, tragically, unexpectedly passed away. And we were in the midst of a congratulations and a condolences literally within days of each other. We funeralized him on a Saturday. My son became a father for the first time that Tuesday. Months would go by. I can't even tell you what we did over that time because it was all a blur. October, I decided to get therapy. I go to therapy. My very first session, my therapist says, you need to practice self-compassion.